Hey everybody, it's Kate Richburg. How are you? Let me move this down. It is time for Free Tip Friday, and it's the 1st of August. Yes, my friends, yes. Let me have a seat. Let's see who's here. JP, always good to see you. Thank you so much for your moderating on the other side of the camera. Let's see. Oh, Miranda, will you check and see? I don't think my computer's plugged in. Would you? I think it's telling me. The plug's right. I bet it's not. It's not. Good job. Good job, Free Tip Friday. Speaking of Miranda, everybody is saying they love the monthly mix. Miranda did a great job, right? It's called, what? How do you pronounce it? Tulgey wood. If you go and you read the description, it's all about Alice in Wonderland. And what is Tulgey? It's the spooky wood forest, right? Where Alice goes in and she meets the Cheshire Cat and all of that. So I'm going to show it to you here in just a second. It's right up here. It's on the desk. Sorry. She's like, what is that? Yes, Janice, I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you. Let's get down to it. Everyone's asking, what are you wearing? Janice is like, what's that cuff? What is that cuff? I'll show you what that cuff is. Let's look at stuff, shall we? Okay. Let me add this to the stage. Let me do this. I got busy kind of reading the comments and making sure that my that all my cameras and everything were connected. Okay, let me start with this. Hold, please. There we are. Okay, let me start by saying you know where to find us everywhere on the interwebs. Facebook, our wonderful Facebook group called The Bean Table. Our also equally wonderful Instagram account at beadshop.com. Check out our Pinterest pages. And I know if you're watching on YouTube, my friends, hit that like, subscribe, and notification button so that you will always know when we go live. We're everywhere online at beadshop.com. And if you have questions, you know where to find us, info@beadshop.com. I wanted to mention, I've got a couple of things that came out in the newsletter today that I want to go over. Let me make sure that is in focus. Hang on here. Let me try that again. That's in focus now, right? Let me make sure. Hold, please. Yeah, there we go. And we're good. Okay. And I'm going to bring this up just a little bit. There we are. So in the newsletter today, you saw the mix is available, the monthly mix. Everyone is extolling your virtues, for sure, Miranda, on that. The mix is there. 2, the neons are here. Let me show you. The neon threads that you have been waiting for, I'm putting them up. The neons are here. They're here. They're on the homepage. They're linked. So if you want that really great neon seal-on, it's there. It's on the homepage. The for this earring, I called it Lamplight is what I called it. Is that what I called it? Lamplight, right? Is that what I call it? I'm like, what did I call it? Lamplight. That's what I called it. It's there, the list, the ingredients list for it. And in your newsletters, two more things. Number 1, all the GemDuos and all the symbols are marked down 10%. Okay? Oh, look at that. How this isn't catching up again. I'm going to take that out. Hang on. all the GemDuos and the symbols are marked down 10%. So you can stack them with rewards, and it's today only. It was only in the newsletter. It's not on the homepage. I'm telling you now, check your newsletter. The categories, all the symbols, all the GemDuos, they're marked down 10%. Means you can stack them with your rewards. You can stack them with the August coupon. And also in your newsletter, there's a special August coupon code that doesn't require a minimum. Okay. And that coupon code is, I want to make sure I tell you the right thing. Bear with me here just a second, because I'm going to pull up my newsletter from this morning so I don't screw it up. Oh, Sunshine 10. Thanks, Miranda. Sunshine 10. That's your 10% with no minimum. On the homepage, there's a minimum with August 10. You have to spend $25 or more to get that. But I made a special little newsletter subscriber, as well as those of you who are watching live. So that's all the news. That's all the news that's fit to print right now. Okay, let me show you here. Let me do this. Let me get those up there. And oh, Dawn, I haven't watched the new Project Runway yet. I'm saving it for this weekend. I'm going to watch it. Okay. Oh, and good. They're using neons. That means I'm right on target. That's awesome. Let me show you. Oh, and that's great to know. Carolyn, the Soft Flex Enchanted Forest Kit, the one that they just did for TGBE, it really would go well. I'm going to show it to you here in just a second. Oh, the Jabberwocky. That is from Margaret Sloan. Margaret Sloan knows her Lewis Carroll. That's for sure. Let's see. Okay. Let me add this to the stage right here. Let me highlight that. All right. Hopefully, it's lagging again. Why am I having this issue? Hang on, everybody. I'm going to change cameras here. Bear with me. Let me do this. Camera settings. Sorry about that. I'm not sure why that is doing that, but let's try this. Okay. Is that better? It is. The color's not quite as great, but we are just going to go with it. And that's what we've got. Okay. Alrighty. Let me show you here. This is the monthly mix for August. I'm going to do a little show and tell of this one. It's all 6/0. You can go to the homepage and it'll tell you all of the 6/0 that are in it. All but 2 of them are mix exclusive. Okay. So you can see that there. And they're really just a gorgeous mix of colors. Miranda did a great job on this. We played around with it a bit. And then she said she went home, she took some photos, and she put it up on her big TV to look at the colors, to sort them out. So I love it. So this is, it's a 22-gram tube. I wanted to show you a couple of projects that would go great with it. This is my placer mix that I did earlier this year, and I did the 6/0 the 6/0 with this as a ladder bracelet. This would look fantastic with this one. You could get a blue leather, something super bright, which would look great. Or this is my boho bangle. That would look great there too, right? It would look really good. So just decide, or just get a couple of tubes and squirrel them away, right? Because this one is selling. This was a super hit. This one's selling out real fast. So if you want it, grab it, my friends. Okay, so that's this. Okay. So that's what I've got here. Oh, I want to show you what's going on my wrist. I wore these. This is a Tyla bracelet. We've got it up on the web. This Tyla, it's so pretty. This would look great with our new Tyla mixes. If you go to Just In, Janice, you might want to link that one. What it's called, I couldn't tell you. I'll tell you right now. Let me go under projects. Let me go under bracelets. I think it's under Tyla. Let's see. Bear with me here just a second. I'm going to find it. We have so many projects. We have like 1,000 projects on our website. And I'm going to start working through getting these suckers organized. Right? Let me see. I wonder where, maybe it's under here. Hang on. I'm going to keep showing you. We did this, I think it was last year with our, that Tyla mix we did for the monthly mix. I'm looking. Has someone said it already in the text? There's Placer. Someone look and link it for me, okay? Because we did. It has all of these Tylas. I wonder if it's under. See, I use that Tyla closure too. We'll find it and I'll put it on the homepage. There are all the mixes. We got a bunch of great mixes in. And then I also have on my wrist, I was working with this during the Great Bead Extravaganza, right? And I made this really fun cuff with the carabiner clasps. We've got this new one that may or may not be dropping tomorrow. I cannot confirm or deny. And I put this Frida bead, though she's upside down there. Okay, so terrazzo, that's what it is. Terrazzo, that's right. Let me find it. You win. Terrazzo. That's what it's called. Yep, there it is. I need to see where the heck we put it. It's right there. All right. Thank you, Donna. Good job. It's right here. Okay. Let me take this one off. This would be a really great one. There's terrazzo. I know, Janice. It is really true. Janice is saying beads are like Chinese food. You always want what the other table is having. Isn't that true? I'm like, I love my orange beef, but let's see what they're doing over there. Right? Let me show you what I've got going on here too. I'm that way with, maybe we'll have Chinese for dinner tonight. I don't know. Now you've got me thinking. Here's the bracelet right here. Let me show you. I loved using these clasps as connectors for a bracelet. I thought it looked really fun. There's the Frida bead in it. Okay, whoops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Let's see these new code. There we go. Thank you, JP, for finding that. Okay. All right, so here are some ideas with the Just In stuff. We've got new Tyla mixes that are Just In. The August mix. I think we just need one tube of the Tylas. Let me see. Let me go to the project. What do I tell you to get? I tell you to get, it says one tube of a Tyla mix, especially if you use these other, see here how I've used the Tyla sub beads in here. If you don't and you just use the mix, then I'd get 2 tubes. Okay. Then I'd get 2. Okay. JP, I love it. I want the super jewel earrings, and now you're making me want to do a Tyla bracelet. I know this one was a fun one. I was pretty pleased with the way that these came out on the edge. Maybe I'll do another one with one of the new mixes. I kind of forgot about this bracelet. I don't know why, because we have so many projects, right? But the new mixes with those would be really pretty. So I would get, you could also supplement the, let me see if I can take that down and get in a little bit closer. You can also supplement the Tylas. If you get a mix and you're a little short, you can just put some Tylas from your stash in as well. These are the Super Duo drops. I mean, the Miyuki drops that I'm kind of having a moment with right now. I'm really into those drops. But I really love this, and I love the symbols, the symbol Tyla sub beads. That's the quarter Tyla, or the half Tyla sub, and then the full Tyla sub right there. And then that's the Tyla edging bead right there. And then I did like a little picot with a 3-drop size 11. Okay. So let me zoom out just a little bit here. Let me see if I can switch this camera over to get my camo camera in there. It's a little, hang on. Sorry, I'm having these camera issues. It's kind of a bummer that I have this lag here, but let me try it again. Bear with me here, because I really want the camo camera, because I think it's a little clearer. So just bear with me here a second. We'll do that until it starts acting up again. And the color is better on this too. Bear with me here. Let's try that. Okay. Yes, I think that's better. And there's, okay, so it's catching up. Okay, so there's a couple of questions here. Cece, yes, the round bracelet, it's called boho bangle. And you can go right over to the website. I need to make myself a couple of notes. I'll add them on the home page. I will add boho bangle and I will add terrazzo. Okay, so you can find it. Making myself some notes right here. Boho. I also did a boho necklace with it. Where is it? I don't know if I have it here. But the boho, it's just this, but in necklace form. Okay, in necklace form. I love it. And then I need to put the terrazzo. Okay. Perfect. My surface is what? Gwenda, what is it doing? My surface is what? Shacking a little. I don't know what that means. Tell me again. Is it looking okay? Is it lagging? Am I lagging behind? Ugh. Oh, shaking. Oh, it's because the camera. Sorry. Let me see if I can get that in there. Now I feel like it's, can you see my hands and everything okay in here? Or is it just slowing down? Let me know. Okay, I'm not sure what is going on with this feed. Sorry about that, everybody. Let me know. Okay. All right, let me get to why we're all here today. Though I know you're all here. Okay, it's all good. Okay, good. Then I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to keep going and just ignore the video feed. Give me a heads up if it starts to slow down. Okay. So here is the lantern lamplight right here. Okay. What we did, and I showed you this kind of very quickly on Danielle's really fantastic show on Wednesday. Wasn't it great? You can find it on our projects. You can watch the replay. Her piece was so good. It had the bracelet and the bonus earrings with it. So I showed this. I made this while Danielle was working on her piece. So it was really so fun to create with. I loved it. So I just want to show you. Let me get a little tighter. There we go. Okay. So it was really fun to put together. What she did was she wove, right, with Fireline, I think is what she used. I wanted for this to have a really kind of thread forward kind of feeling. So I used our big regular C-long, okay, which I'm really happy with how it came together. So these are knots right here. They're not beads, okay? So I'm going to show you, I started this already, and I'm going to show you how this all goes together. So here is, let me move this up a little bit. I know it does look like a Chinese lantern. That's what I was going for, Leslie. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that reads. Yeah, I really loved it. That's why I called it Lamplight. I loved it because we already have some lantern earrings that Emily did, which are gorge. So I called this lantern light instead. Lamplight instead. Sorry, I keep saying that. This is the other new finding that we have that is in that symbols line. This one has the 3. So if you're not into having something that's this big, you could use this one here for your earring. And this is what Danielle used for her earring here. Okay. So I'm just going to mock up a couple of kind of ways, kind of designs here, and then we'll get to the stitching part because I've got a couple of tips for you with this. Okay, so you could increase, like if you wanted this to be a little bit wider, but you didn't want the finding to be so wide, you could increase. These are the tropical colors that I have here. They're so pretty. You could do this with any colors though. You don't have to use the super brights like I did. You can use, I feel like how I'm using this round metal file as my pointer today. Let's see, we can increase that stitch. Oh, and I think someone asked about the cuff that Danielle did. You can also do it with super duos. We talked to Danielle about this cuff, that guitar cuff, that one there. Janice and I did some planning to do a little mix, a collection of the Super Duo duets. So keep an eye out to your newsletters next week because we're also getting that clasp in that Danielle used. So stay tuned. We will have all of those things in for you. It's going to be a pre-order, just so we know how many to get for you folks. But that'll be up next week. Okay. It's going to be fun. So, but you can use any Super Duos, but what makes that piece so cool is, let me show you again, this is a closer up, is that she used the Super Duo duets. So we used to carry those a while back, but we're going to add those in. We're going to introduce them as that pre-sale collection, and we will also have that clasp for you on pre-sale. So stay tuned. Stay tuned to the newsletter for that. Okay. Let me know if my picture is still good. I'm trying to ignore the live on the screen because, again, it's lagging for me. Take a look at this configuration right here, right? Look at how good that looks that way. Makes me want to stitch this one up. Let's do two more. I'm going to do this blue on the bottom right there. Let me do that. Cherie, I agree 100%. Doing this with the symbols and the Super Duos, it is so, and the GemDuos, it's so relaxing because you can just slide these in all together just to, you know, create some really gorgeous color combinations and patterns, right? You can finish it like this, right? Like how this is with the just the diamond shape, right? Or you could use this little triades like I did here, and you could make it really long and luscious by adding that in. Okay, really gorgeous. What I also did for the top is I used the GemDuo glue-in. I use this glue-in a lot, even on things that don't have GemDuos in them, right? Let me show you. I think I have it here, and I think I have it here. These are the snowflake earrings. It's time. If you, do you have one? No, I don't either. I don't know. I don't got one. Don't got it. Let me see, maybe here. No, don't know. This is with the GemDuos right here. So you can see how I used it in the very front or in the very top here. And it's a good time to start making these earrings for the holidays, right? And then I used it here on this one. Can you see that little one there too, right? It looks great. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Okay, so here's this one. Let's move over to this one. Yeah, is it? Can you see here? I don't think I'm lagging anymore. Let's see. I'm holding up one finger, one finger, one finger, one finger. Is that good? Janice, let me know. Okay. This tiny V symbol link, this one's called triades. That one right there. Okay, triades. So good. Love it. All right, so let me show you. I need some beeswax. Beeswax is super important for this. Does anybody, do you have one? Oh, I got one right here. I got it right here. Here is the one I'm going to be working on. If you want to take a screenshot, take it now of this configuration because I'm going to use these beads over here. Okay. So let's do that. Oh, let me just put, just to complete it. Hang on. Like that. Right? Doesn't that look good? Okay. All right. So let me move that over there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, I'm going to cut a piece of my C1. Get that out of the way, that out of the way, that out of the way. Those. I'm going to cut a piece of my C1. Come on. Flip. And I am going to tie a knot right here once and twice through. Okay. And tighten it down. I'm not even going to put any glue or anything on here, right? All I'm going to do is I'm going to get my thread burner and I'm going to thread burn. Just singe the extra thread away. Okay. That one needs a fresh battery, but thankfully I've got another thread burner right here. Yeah, there we go. Remember that with the thread burner, you want to use it in a well-ventilated area because it does give off a little bit, right? So I'm going to come in now and I'm going to give this some love with the beeswax so it stiffens it. Okay. Now what I do is I'm also going to come in, because this is, it goes through pretty well, but it never hurts to give this a little angle cut, and I angle cut it with my wire cutters. Okay, like that. So now what I do is I'm going to start with this blue and I'm going to put that through. Okay, grab it. This row is the mint. Okay, and remember that GemDuos have a front and a back. So I'll put the mint one on. This is going to kind of turn a little bit, but it's okay, right? Then I go through the next hole. I could put on a needle, but the needle, I don't think with the GemDuo, the hole size and this thread size, I don't think it would go through as easily. Okay, so I'm going to slide that all the way over. So see how that comes into place? So now let's get this one. I'm also going to show you how to do the tassel. Okay, the tassel, though you've seen me do it before, but these tassels are so handy for earrings. All right, slide that through. Check it to make sure that your GemDuo is on the front. Go through the next one. And go through and go through the next one. And that's it. So you've done the next row. Okay. So now we have to tie a knot. Oh, yeah, is this right? Let me make sure. Yes, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, here, I'm going to tie a knot. Okay, and I'm going to go through once and twice because I want a nice chunky knot here. Okay. I'm going to get my tweezers and I'm going to have my tweezers kind of help me get that knot into place. See that there? I just slide it and then push it down with just that single. Okay. It just really has to be visually tight, not not so physically tight, right? If it's too tight, this might bow a little bit. So just make sure that it looks nice and tight there. Michelle's asking, do I ever use microcrystalline wax? I don't. You know, we carry the beeswax here, and I've been pretty happy with it, though I might have to check it out. Here we go. So see there? I just did that one there. Now I have enough thread here to do another row with this because this has the, you know, the wax already on it, all ready to go. So I'll just tie. I'll go through once and twice. Slide that knot down, pull it so it's nice and compact, right? And then I'll come in and I'll thread burn that. Come on. I'm holding this in kind of a weird, oh, well, look at that. My thread burner. You know what I need? Well, I'm going to take it off my other thread burner. I will just, so when your thread burner, sometimes your thread burner, it's just its time. And this was this thread burner's time. I'm going to take this off, maybe not, because it's kind of all melty on there. All right. So I'm going to pull this one out, right? I'm going to get a new thread burner tip, right, like this. Not the end of the world. And I'm going to put it on. There we go. Let me make sure it's right on there. I believe it is. There we go. All right. Now we'll just kind of, you know what? I'm going to clip this off. So, and I'll just kind of tap that on. Let's make sure that that's heating. And yeah, there we go. Faster than an oil change, right? Let me just tamp that. There we go. Okay. All right. I know it only happens on a live stream, Leslie. That's for sure. I'm going to add a little more beeswax to this end, just for fun. And let's string this through. Remember, it's that angle cut on the end of this thread that makes it a little easier to thread it through. When in doubt, angle cut. And that goes with leather, anything you're trying to thread, right? If you're having trouble getting it through, angle cut. It's just a little, that bead is a little persnickety. You might find that some of the beads, depending on their coatings, some of the beads might have like slightly larger holes than others. But, you know, just kind of go with the flow. Pull that down. There we go. That pops in. Let's see, I've just got 2 more rows after this. I might have enough thread to do this. That would be awesome. You don't need much thread, I'm finding out. So that goes through. That goes through there. And now we're ready for a knot, right? So I'll do this once, twice, slide that knot right up. See how it's still kind of loose? So I can kind of really kind of put that knot where I want it and then tighten it up. Okay. Now let's thread burn. Let's see if this thread burn comes out a little bit better than my last one. There we go. That looks good. Next, I think I can get it, maybe just one more of this. Let's see. But this is a good lesson. Cut yourself a piece of thread initially that's long enough so you can keep that needle end that you made, right, for all of them. This one I think might be a little short, but we'll see what happens. I'll come in, thread burn that away, string it. What color am I doing? I'm doing blue. Next, 1 and 2. These work up really quickly because the rows, you reduce them down pretty fast. 1 and 2. Come on. There we go. Okay. There's that one. And let's do that double overhand once, twice, grab it, and get that knot all the way where you want it. So now here's my last one. Do you think I have enough thread? That's a little tiny piece of thread. I'm going to see. I need just like another couple inches. But let's go ahead and thread burn that away. Let me see. Maybe if I tie this thread at the very end, I want it to be at this end, not my needle end. Once. There's nothing that irritates me more than working with a tiny piece of thread. So you know what? Let's just cut a new one. There we go. Why deal with it? All I have to do, I don't know why I just didn't want to make that wax needle again. That's okay. Just make a new wax needle. It's all right. There we go. Angle cut it. There we go. And tie your knot on this. Much easier. Once and twice. This is the poinsettia. So now we have 6 of the neon colors for these, right? They're so delicious. So what we need to do here is we need to add that little symbol. Let me zoom in. Right there on the bottom. So we have, so that's the next one. So here for this, we've got to attach the top, right? So we're going to go here. We'll go here. And we'll go through the blue. Use those tweezers if you need to. Come on. No. All right. I'm the boss of this thing. There we go. There we are. Okay, and we'll tie this. Yeah, I like the hot pink too, JP. I like them all. Janice, bless her heart, she really let me let me have all of these because I know Janice isn't a neon gal, but the hot pink is fun to use. They're all fun to use, I think. You know, and if you're not a real super neon kind of a person, just use a little hint to be really on trend. I feel like neon never really goes away, right? We could be playing around with neon colors. So this looks great just like this, right? If you don't want to add that tassel, right? You could just end it here. It would look great. Someone was saying this would also make a really good looking brooch, which I agree with. I agree with that story. So that would look good. I know, I like the orange one too. These pops of colors. We need some happy in our lives, right? And I think that using kind of these bright colors is a great way to kind of boost our energy. Let me see if I can get that little tail off of there, like that. Well, thank you, JP. I like this too, right? I do. No, the GemDuos, Carolyn, aren't pre-order. We have all of these in stock. What's going to be pre-order is our Super Duo duets. We do have some GemDuo duets. By some, I mean one, that we got for Danielle's project. And if you like it, I think we're going to get some more duets in for the GemDuos because they're pretty cool to work with. So now we're going to add this little triades, right? So we're going to go through that binding. Thanks, Sarah. I'm glad you like this earring. You're going to see it in person next week. I can't wait. That can go through right there. There we go. Draw some more of that wax down to stiffen. And this goes through, and then we go in the other side. Yeah, I thought, because when you're weaving the GemDuos, you use a little 11/0 as a stopper, right? So I thought, well, we could use a knot as a stopper. This one's giving me a little. The hole in the symbol is a little smaller, but I think I can get it through. Let me give it one more angle cut. Oh, Janice, I think the link, that's weird. Checkout isn't available in preview. Let's take a look and see. I wonder if I linked something funny. Deborah, try and refresh your screen, maybe. I'm hoping I didn't link something from a preview page. That could have been it. Okay. And then let's go here. But Deborah, go ahead and refresh your screen or log out and log back in. Okay. If you're still having trouble, email me after the show and I'll help you troubleshoot it. I need to check my links also to make sure I didn't link from a preview page. Okay, so here's that. Okay, and then I'm going to come in and we're going to, and Deborah, you refreshed your browser and restarted the computer and you're still having the issue? Or has the issue been resolved? I can help you after the show too, don't worry. Okay, so here's that. All right. So here we are ready. Okay. I will just send me an email, Deborah, and I can help you troubleshoot it afterwards. Okay. There's probably something funky going on there, but I will. I can help you. Don't you worry. We'll get you taken care of. All right. So let's make this tassel. Okay. I think I have on your listing to use a soldered ring so you don't have to deal with this little section being opened. But I have this here. I have a jump ring that's open. Okay. So here's this. And I'm going to do this. So see here, I'm going to make sure and close it up. Like that, so it's nice and closed. But if you have a soldered ring, you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So the wraps, I want to make this even. So I need to figure out how many wraps I did. So I'm going to count the tassels, or the tails here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. Okay, so that means I need to have 14 wraps because you wrap all the way around, right? And so you're getting a doubled over amount of thread here. Let me show you what I mean. So what I used for this, you need something to wrap around. I had the needles for the bead spinner, and that looked like it was about the right length right there. Can you see that? Let me measure. This is about 1.5 inches. So you need to find something here that is that's about 1.5 inches. Yeah, and I will look right after the broadcast, everybody. I will help you with that. Okay, don't you worry. Let me see this. Let me do this. People seem though to be shopping okay, but I will look at it afterwards. Let me see. Yeah, mine's going okay. I'll take a look. It may just be, it may be that we have a funky link somewhere that's linked from a preview page rather than a real page. I mean, not a published page. So, but I will get to that after I am the talent and the IT person. Crazy. Okay. So what did I say? 14 times? 14 wraps? So, okay, I'll show you. I'm just thinking ahead. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay? 14 wraps. Now, we have to get this onto the ring, okay? If this is a ring that opens and closes, you can kind of open the ring and kind of get it underneath there and do that. But what I'll do here is I'm going to just come in and I'm going to just cut this away. Okay, just like that. But what I need to do is I need to kind of keep these all together like this. Get them through the ring. Oops. Get them nice and tight. Through the ring like that. Get them to the center. And fold it over. Okay. Like so. Then, if anything isn't behaving, just grab it and make it behave. Okay. So there we go. Okay, so now what I do is, and I'm not worried about this stuff down here, as long as it's fairly even, I'm going to come in and clear and even that out. Okay, but if I'm using a jump ring that's open, I just rotate it around so it's underneath where the head of the tassel is. Okay, so now I'm going to cut another piece of thread and we're going to silk wrap this. And I want the silk wrapping to be about the same length. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lay my loop, silk wrap it, lay my loop towards the end of my tassel here. And I'm going to come in and make that first wrap, kind of hold them together to make sure that it's about the same length, and continue to silk wrap down towards that loop. That looks about the same. We have a skill builder on our silk wrapping technique, so you can check that out under our skill builders on beadshop.com. There we go. I go through. I could use a clamp to hold it all together. I could, for sure, but I'm just kind of using all my fingers. Okay. And then that one, I don't cut this away. I just let it kind of go into the tassel there. I'm going to make sure that this is pulled up enough. I'm having a little bit of trouble keeping a hold on it. So I'm just going to make sure, yeah, that's nice and tight in there. Okay. And I'm going to come in, I'm going to cut this away like that. And I'm going to get a pair of sharp scissors and I'm going to come in and kind of like I'm cutting my bangs in the bathroom mirror. And I'm going to cut these across. I need to get it kind of closer to me so I can kind of see what's happening. And then I'll put it back in. There we go, across like that. Okay. Janice says, this is a good tip, JP. Tape around all your strings with Scotch tape to hold them secure. That is a great tip. Now, what I do here, see how this one is a little unruly and this one's nice and straight? I'll tell you what I do. I get some water on a paper towel or a tissue. And I just kind of wet the tassel a little bit like this to kind of calm everything down. Then I dry it off. And when it's dry, it'll be nice and straight like that. Okay. So now it's time to connect. I need one of them jump rings. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on. Let me get this in the picture, this in the picture, this in the picture, and we'll put all of these together. Oh, was it? What was the answer? I don't know. I'll figure it out. So that's why. See if you can find on the back end Deborah's part and see what she has in there. So Deborah, do you see who it is? Yeah. So Deborah, what we did was, I think I must have linked something from a preview page if you were shopping from your newsletter. So I bet it was the Ceylon. So go ahead, and this is what Janice said here. She closed the tab, and then it worked with a new tab right there. Okay. So here's my little things. I might just resend the newsletter out with clean links. Maybe I should do that. You finding any results there? Okay. There's this. Sorry, folks, that was my bad. It was something that probably wasn't live yet, and I linked the wrong page. So here's that, right? This is poinsettia. Oh, she emailed a PDF of her cart. You saw it? Okay. All right. We'll figure it out, Deborah. Miranda's on it. Don't you worry. Thank goodness. Look at how we're doing customer service in real time. Let's make sure that this is facing the right way. And was it the monthly mix? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll resend it with the right link. Here's this. So those are done. Let me focus this. And so can you take the monthly mix out of her cart and re-add it? Right. Oh, put in. Gotcha. Okay. So there they are. I'm going to get an earring back. And then we'll put them on and we'll see what they look like. I'm so glad you guys love them. I love them too. I'm so sorry about that little shopping glitch, everybody. This is a great tip from Leslie that I'll put on. Leslie said she found that painter's tape is good for holding leather cords together without removing the color. I love that. Let me put these on so you can see them. There it is. I want to make these earrings in every colorway. Let me put this one in. So you can see the length. Let me measure. This earring is about it's about 3 inches. It's long. But you can, adjust, right? You don't have to have the earring as long as I do, but I like a long earring. Let me do this. There we are. So you can see if I stand up how those are looking. You can also make your tassel a little shorter. It doesn't have to be quite this long, right? But look at how great they look. I really like them. Yeah, you could also, they do kind of look like hot air balloons too, for sure. These would look great on chain, right? Really good, I think. Let me show you. Let me put this back. Let me put this one down. I had some, I was playing around with the paperclip chain. Let's see, large paperclip. Here it is. Right? So you could obviously that would be off, right? But it would make a really great pendant on a chain like this. I think that would really look terrific. But they're fun. They're really, really fun to play around with. Yeah, if you wanted a basket, yeah, you could. I mean, you could make this really lean into the balloon, the air balloon kind of thing, and do something down here that has, the checkmate square or something like that, right? That would be really fun to do. Okay, let me put this back on my ear. Yeah, it also has kind of a fish shape to it if you put it this way, which is also kind of cool, right? I think this has a lot of possibilities. I love it. And a big thank you to Danielle for giving us the inspiration to get these pieces started. There we go. Fun, right? Really fun. I love them. Super bright. They look great with, I wear a lot of black, so they would look great with all the black I like to wear. There we are. But yeah, good times. Okay. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. So what I'm going to do after this broadcast, I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to resend the newsletter without that preview link. That was my fault. So apologies. So if you're shopping and clicking the link from the newsletter that I sent out early this morning, I think we've ascertained that it's the link from the monthly mix, maybe. Anyway, it'll send you into preview mode, and that's what you're having an issue with checkout. If you have that, close that tab out, refresh, log out, log back in, get a new tab, right? You want to clear that. Make sure that in the URL code up at the top that it doesn't say preview. That might be it. But I'll resend it out with clean links, okay, just in case you want to shop it that way. I'm also going to add the two projects that we talked about, the boho bangle and the terrazzo. I'll put those on the home page. Do remember that our symbols and super duos, it was a newsletter subscriber only, and I'm sharing it with you folks on the live. Today is August 1st, so they are on sale tonight until 11:59 p.m. They're marked off 10%, so you can use your coupon codes, all of that with it, and bundle all of that together. I also want to let you know tomorrow, oh gosh, Janice and I, mostly Janice, have been working on getting some really fun things listed. We've got some fresh gate clasps coming tomorrow. We've got some really beautiful Tibetan style beads that are dropping. And I'm going to do a stitch in. It's actually a kind of a macrame project because we've got 3 new colors of Chinese knotting cord dropping tomorrow too. Okay. So I'm going to do a little stitch in. I'm not going to really stitch. We're going to do some macrame tomorrow, but check your newsletters. Okay. You'll see all of that linked, hopefully linked correctly. Sorry about that snafu. But all of that stuff goes live at midnight tonight. Okay. So that's the story there. So you'll get some more fresh things tomorrow with Bead Shop. So yes, so many things. Danielle's new stuff, these new earrings, new stuff dropping tomorrow, plus the monthly mix. If you love this, grab it because it's going quick today. I think that's all I've got for you. Thank you so much, my friends, for tuning in. We'll get you going on all of this fun stuff, and I'll see you tomorrow for a little stitch in. It'll be a macrame in. All right. See you then, everybody. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend.